Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Madam Clerk, you ready? Yeah, we have 5. Yeah. We do have the quorum, yes. Ready, Madam Clerk?
Yeah, I'm trying to see where is everybody.
Yeah, we do have 5, Madam Clerk. We have Al, Councilman
I see
Velez.
him now.
Yes.
I didn't see him before, sorry.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Paterson Municipal Council, I welcome you to the special meeting of October 4th at 8 p.m. The special meeting is now called to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes, Mr. President. Roll call for Municipal Council special meeting October 4, 2022 at 8 p.m. Councilman Abdelaziz? Yes. Councilwoman Cotton? Councilwoman Davila?
Present.
Councilman Jackson? Councilman Mendez? Councilman Mims? Councilman Udin?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
Yes, Madam Clerk.
Mr. President?
Present. Madam Clerk, please read the 48-hour meeting notice.
Yes, Mr. President. Meeting covered by 48-hour notice. Notice of the time, date, location, and agenda of this meeting was transmitted to the North Jersey Herald News, the Record, the Arabic Voice, Italian Voice, Passaic County Pulse, Dominicana News, Cascader International, El Especial, the Paterson Press, the City Post News, and tap into Paterson in addition to any other publication duly requesting such notices. At or about 11 a.m. on September 28, 2022, such notices were posted on the bulletin board in the offices of the city clerk at City Hall, the public notice. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, be advised that the Municipal Council of the City of Paterson has scheduled a special meeting for Tuesday, October 4, 2022 at 8 p.m. to be held in the council chambers, 155 Market Street, 3rd floor, City Hall, Paterson, New Jersey, for the purpose of discussing the following matters. Public portion. Next is a public hearing on the adopted introduced calendar year 2022 municipal budget as amended. And then item number 1, resolution to adopt the approved amended calendar year 2022 municipal budget, finance resolution 22-600. Formal action will be taken. The regular scheduled workshop session will resume immediately following the special meeting. Mr. President, at this time, would you like to open the public
Yes,
portion
please.
for the special meeting?
Yes, please.
How many?
Is there anyone to speak on this? Seeing none.
See no one, move to close the public.
Second.
Move to close by Councilman Velez, second by Councilwoman Davila.
Roll call.
Yes, Mr. President.
Roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Roll call to close the public portion of the special meeting. Councilman Abdelaziz.
Councilman. Abdulaziz.
He voted yes.
Thank you. Councilman Davila.
Yes.
Councilman Udin.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes.
The vote is 5 in favor, 4 absent. The public portion for the special meeting is now closed. Mr. President, next we have the public hearing on the adopted introduced calendar year 2022 municipal budget as amended. If there's anyone who wishes to speak,
See no one, move
there's
to
a
close.
public hearing on the amendment.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Velez, second by Councilman Abdulaziz to close the public hearing.
Roll call. Roll call to close the public hearing on
On
the
the
adopted introduced calendar year 2022 municipal budget as amended. Councilman Abdelaziz.
Councilman.
Yeah.
Councilman Davila.
Yes.
Councilman Udin.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes, Madam
The
Clerk.
vote is 5 in favor, 4 absent. The public hearing on the adopted introduced calendar year 2022 municipal budget as amended is hereby closed. Mr. President, next item would be the resolution for.
Madam Clerk, please read the item number 1
Yes, sir.
on the special meeting on the agenda.
Yes, the next item is item number 1, resolution to adopt the approved amended calendar year 2022 municipal budget, finance resolution 22-600.
So move.
Moved by Councilwoman Davila, second by Councilman Velez.
Roll call.
Discussion or roll call?
No discussion. Move to floor.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Yes, roll call on item number 1 to approve the calendar 2022 municipal budget. Councilman Abdelaziz.
Pass.
Councilman Davila.
Yes.
Councilman Udine.
Pass.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Councilman Abdelaziz.
Yes.
Councilman Udine.
So before I vote, just to state that the city increased 2%, which is DCA requirement. Paterson Public School increased 12%, that we, council bodies, has nothing to do with it. County did not increase any number. And since we have to follow the requirement of 2% tax raise, that's the minimum. And this is why my vote is yes.
Your vote is yes?
Yeah, his vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Okay, thank you. Mr. President,
My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
thank you. The vote is 5 in favor, 4 absent. Item number 1 is hereby adopted.
Madam
Council
Motion to
President.
close the special
Council,
meeting.
before you close,
Wait, no.
Close the meeting.
Motion to close the
Motion to
special meeting.
close the special meeting.
second.
Moved by Councilwoman Davila, second by Councilman Velez. Roll call to close the special meeting.
Yes, Mr. President. Roll call to close the special meeting of October 4, 2022. Councilman Abdelaziz.
So I'm going to use my time to give a little public service announcement to the residents of Paterson and to the 6th Ward residents. We did pass this budget, and in the 6th Ward, we're going to see many improvements to our roads and to our parks. And secondly, we talked about a 2% increase, but many homeowners and renters are going to get a rebate check from the state of New Jersey at $1,500.
Correct.
So that's something I advocated for with the governor's office, with our Senate. I want to commend the senator, our assembly, the mayor, the administration. That's a program that is going to definitely help. So for example, to the residents, and when I met with my quality of life meeting in the 6th Ward Neighborhood Association, if you're paying $10,000 in taxes, you're going to get a $1,500 rebate, which is almost a 15% reduction. In this budget, in the 6th Ward, there's going to be many improvements, and I'm going to say to my colleagues so the residents know why I support a budget. And during closing, the Dakota Street dead end is on the schedule to be repaved. Goshen Street from East Railway, or West Railway, all the way Maine, where the school is and all the countless events, scheduled to be repaved. Elizabeth Street from Maine to Getty, scheduled to be repaved. Atlantic Street from the senior citizen all the way down to Montclair Avenue, scheduled to be repaved. Illinois Avenue, where the 2 portions weren't completed by PSC&G, scheduled to be repaved. And I see some residents, Genesee Ave, where they did half of the road, PSC&G, scheduled to be repaved. Knickerbocker Ave, where they did half of the road to be done, scheduled to be repaved. I see some Genesee Ave residents are very happy with that. So there are many things in this budget that's going to get done. The 2 new parks, the playground for the People's Park section, the dog park, that's going to be for the 6th Ward. When you see I've spoken to countless of families walking their dogs early in the morning and at nighttime. They're excited about this. While we do this, you're going to get a rebate from the state of New Jersey at about $1,500 for homeowners. Primarily, many of the residents in the 6th Ward live in the city. They're not investors, and they own homes. Right, Mr. Savalos? I know he's waiting for that letter from the DCA. So, and to the renters, you will also be getting something. So this is a win-win situation. We're going to improve the infrastructure, and I'm glad that, and I want to commend the mayor and the administration. Madam B, I know we go into those meetings, and you're a tough cookie to negotiate with, but I know you have the best interests at heart, and at the end of the day, we try to get things done. And I'm glad that this budget is going to help me get things done for the 6th Ward. So to close this meeting, my vote is yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Davila.
And to the community, I approve Councilman Abdelaziz's message. We have been advocating at all levels. Thank you to our state legislators in our county. And Madam BA, it is true, you are tough. What I appreciate about you is that you understand, because you live in this community, you were born here, so you understand that when we fight for the people of Paterson. So coming to the middle is something that I've always, and you know that in my leadership, it's about coming to the middle. And I really do appreciate that at least we were able, and a lot of what Councilman Abdulaziz mentioned on the budget, there's way more. And as a councilwoman at large, all right, I knocked on doors with Councilman Abdulaziz, right?
Yes.
And informing them of all of the things that were coming, you know, and
The sixth ward striping, I forgot
the 6th Ward striping is coming to town as well.
to, in this budget.
In this budget. So with that said, I won't say more, okay? I think we're doing the responsible thing. If we did not pass this today, we would not be able to send the fourth quarter bills, and you can just imagine the tax bills, and you could just imagine what that would be as an overall in the community, all right? And there's many more things that I could say, but with that said, my vote is yes to go.
Thank you. Councilman Woodin? Closing the special meeting.
So, yeah, I already mentioned once, and again mentioned that I know this is going to tax raise and people complaining about, but I would like to educate our residents that you should know that 21% of our tax is going to the school district, and they raised 12%
That's right.
of the taxes. And when I understand very traditionally, our residents says that city council raised the taxes, but I think you also need to go to Paterson Board of Education's meeting and talk to the Board of Ed commissioners about the tax raise. 12% is a pretty big amount. If you take a look at the average that tax raise came from us, from city council with minimum 2% requirement, that's $130. That's the average number per property. Where the Paterson Public School raised $214. That's the average. And this is the biggest concern. So I would request you to go and attend the Paterson Public School Board of Education meeting and raise your concern and why they raised that much. I think the county that they did not raise any amount is flat last 4 years, if I'm not wrong. So I believe with that raise, that's minimum requirement, we cannot, if we raise 2.10%, I would not vote it. I would not vote yes, because that's the minimum requirement, that's 2% we have to raise, that's a district requirement. And with that budget, that's 2022, there's a few more months left. So with that being said, my vote is yes.
Councilman Velez?
So when we look into the budget, and we discuss the budget a lot in our meetings, you know, when we see this package, everybody could agree with me, and Madam BA could agree with us. This budget represents salaries, health benefits, insurance, police, fire, DPW, et cetera, et cetera. So when we approve a budget, we need to understand that this budget comes also with grants that is included in this budget. So if we voted no in a good budget, a lot of service is not going to be rendered. So one of the things I have to say is that we approve also grants from UEZ that are in this budget. If we don't approve this budget, we cannot have off-duty officers in a UEZ zone. So this is a plus for all the residents of Paterson. The only thing I advise the administration, Madam BA, the only thing is I advise the administration is there's some things that we cannot do nothing regarding the salary and wages and the contracts and et cetera, because it's there, is our obligation. But when it comes to other expenses, okay, in this budget, use it wisely. That if we could save, we could save. And I know you're going to do this with your SFO, with the administration, in general in the city of Paterson. Now, in this budget represent also new police cars, equipment for the fire, and to other programs that Department of Health and Human Services has in place. So it's a win-win for the community. Last but not least, I want the viewers out there to look at in the chambers who have voted to move the city forward. Keep that in mind, because the other day I said it, and I'm gonna say it today. I challenged my colleague to do a forensic study in the budget. I guess 5 of us only did the forensic part of it to move the city forward. So saying that, Mayor, you have a budget in your hand, use it wise, and do it for the community. My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. Mr. President?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Second world residents, a lot of good things happening in upcoming year. In this budget, we have Chamberlain Ave getting done, Cumberland, Webster, Carlisle, Manchester, Caldwell, Burlington. There's so Ryerson. There's so many to name. Also, you're absolutely right. Camden too. Also,
Roberto Clemente Park.
we investing a lot of money at Westside Park, $5.8 million. It will be a different second word after this year. And definitely my vote is yes, Madam Clerk, to close the special meeting.
No, to vote.
Thank you to close.
Oh,
Councilman Cotton, we are closing the special meeting,
I voted already, Madam Clerk.
but I didn't announce the vote.
Okay.
She can still vote. The special meeting,
but he had to announce the vote.
Yes, she's.
I'll announce it, yes. The vote is 6 in favor, 3 absent. The special meeting is hereby adjourned.
6
We'll
in
now
favor.
resume to our regular scheduled workshop session. May I have a motion to reopen this workshop session?
So
Thank you,
moved.
Madam Clerk. Yes, you could go off now. Motion to reconvene to the workshop meeting.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Velez,